I love how abruptly that stops.
It's
Like,
great.
bam, let's go.
This far, no further.
Start.
Like, we got you all wound up and go. Oh, love that. So good. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Star Trek Adventures, Star Trek Excursion. We are here to provide you with some amazing tabletop Star Trekking. We are the amazing cast of Excursion. I'm Ray, the DM, and I'm going to take a moment to go around the table, introduce our cast and the fabulous players that join us.
Oh,
You're either really good at the game
It was
statue
frozen.
or you froze. There you
oh,
go.
there he goes.
Ah, there he is.
Freeze frame.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Let's start with Allie, Lieutenant Nora Hickser.
Hello, I'm Allie. Nice to meet you.
Next on our amazing docket, we have Chief Halliday, played by Charlie.
Hello, I'm Charlie, and yeah, this is fun stuff.
Next on our amazing cast, we have Exo Cordelia Kit, played by Rebecca, aka Mimic for Hire on the TikToks. Hi.
Hello.
She's speechless. Next up, we have our security chief and keeping things running smoothly and telling people to go solve murder mysteries for him. We have Roll, played by Tony.
Thank you. Nice to meet you, everyone.
Awesome. Now, hiding out in sickbay, and that's why he's not on camera, we have Dr. Sevic, who is played by Sean.
Hello there. I know you can't see me, but I'm waving like a fool right now.
Just waving at a wall in sickbay.
Well, yep.
Listen to that. What was it? Regillian Jazz?
Yep. Fusion.
Oh boy.
Oh, goodness. So when we last left our intrepid crew, you had attempted to get a new kind of metal, a regenerative composite metal that would have been absolutely fantastic for your ship. However, a massive explosion sent you hurtling through the Gamma Quadrant, at which point you are now 100,000 light years from the Bajoran wormhole. That is approximately 90 years worth of Warp 9 space travel to get home. Chief Halliday and his amazing crew, with some wonderful rolls, were able to get the ship back into working order. The rest of the crew did everything in their power to get the ship actually flying in a straight line again. So that was an amazing turn of events. But then Exo Cordelia Kit came across a dead body. Using her quick wits, she called engineering to come check it out, which was quickly explained that she wanted to take something that was on the ship and put it off the ship,
Yes.
pointing at the body. But they did, thankfully, Chief Halliday talked her into taking the body to sickbay instead for an autopsy. So with an investigation underway, the crew was checking out long-range sensors and discovered that there is a Class M planet nearby. It is the only Class M planet amongst a system of 14 different planets. It is the only one that's Class M. On this planet, there are 700 life forms, all discovered to be Klingon.
You tiny, tiny little life forms.
There is it appears to be a derelict bird of prey hanging out on the surface that is providing them with some minuscule amount of energy, but it sounds like everybody was in sort of kind of consensus that they were going to go on an away mission and go check this out. So we are going to jump into our episode at this point. Everybody is getting ready, gearing up. You can, kind of hash out any last minute details about heading down to the surface of this planet. Take it away.
All right. So I'm going to be in my room practicing combat with the Yushan. And I'm trying to decide if I can conceal this and take it with me.
All right. You are able to conceal it enough to take it with you. Just kind of brushing up on getting a little bit of that rust off.
I'll have like a little concealed carry case for it. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Anybody else doing anything fantastical?
Can I get further detailed scans on the condition of the Klingons on the surface?
Let us find out.
I
roll.
think Nora wanted to find maps as well if we could.
Mm.
Okay. I will tell you that maps do not exist. You are actually on.
No, I
Part
mean, like,
of-
if I could chart my own to bring with us for when we're on the surface.
That is doable. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like we can like zoom in on their streets and everything like that, right? Like theoretically.
Pinch
Yeah.
to zoom.
So like when we look at this derelict bird of prey, has it been like stripped?
No, it is
Okay.
actually still all together.
Okay.
Just crashed?
Upon further inspection, it is not even crashed.
So they landed here.
They
They're
landed.
glamping.
They're
You're glamping.
roasting marshmallows,
Mhm.
Is there any other way like that looks like they're getting power to that place?
The ship is
no.
providing power.
That's what I was wondering if they had I didn't know if they had to strip the chamber out to make essentially a power plant.
Negative.
Okay.
Getting a little
Construction
bit better of a view of what's going on down there. I will tell you that what you see is the ship is the main house, let's call it. And then there are 11 smaller communities that are built right next to it. And it's almost like knowing what you all know about Klingon society and whatnot, it's like they've broken themselves down into houses.
Mm.
So it's like sororities.
Sure.
Sororities. It's exciting.
Is this a modern bird of prey, or is this an older model? I'm assuming that there are differences in the space frame for the last 100 years.
There are indeed. And I'm glad you asked,
I would
because
expect it to be an older model.
this model is actually from the Klingon Empire during the 2250s.
Jeez.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh man.
So I'm
Typical
assuming it
bird brain.
seems like it's in no shape to fly, even if it were to get power then.
Probably not. We would.
It's probably got like a top
Engine.
speed of warp 4 or 5.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
comparing at tactical capabilities, it'd be like a stone axe versus a surgical laser.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah.
And with 700 people on the planet, a typical crew of the bird of prey is only about 12. So we're talking about a long time it's been there.
Yeah.
Captain, I am not concerned with any retaliatory strike that we cannot take care of. Now, unless they've got something like, it's not readily available, I highly doubt it. But
We've not made any attempt to contact this settlement.
I think the idea is to poke around first and then decide if we want to make official contact, yeah?
I'd like to do a scan on the planet for something in particular.
Okay.
Are there any natural dilithium crystal deposits?
There are, in fact.
Wonderful.
Well, that's how the chip's been keeping power for this long.
Yep. It is probably, I would say, a couple miles away from the actual ship itself.
And how about minerals? As far as building materials go.
Building materials doesn't really seem like it. This is a very...
Metal alloys is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's a very primitive kind of planet. I mean, it's got, some iron deposits and things like that, like very old school stuff.
Okay.
As to how this all started with the medical scan, can you give me the condition of the Klingons that are on the surface? Are they healthy or are they malnourished?
Let's see.
I will
Also,
gladly
do they
roll
all
my
seem
dice
to
for
be
you.
related?
Yes. Go ahead and roll reason and medicine.
Reason medicine. My speciality. And the ship adds a die? Sensors?
Yes.
That's 2 8s and a 10, so that's 3 successes.
Okay. Now, this is where things get a little tricky. So using your scans to a bit more of a, narrowed effect, what you detect is that the DNA within these Klingons is it predates any records of Klingon DNA that is in the Starfleet system presently. These appear to be like the ancestors of the common Klingons that we typically think of today. What you detect is that all of them appear extremely healthy, except for one. One of them has Levodian flu.
Mm.
Ooh.
Fascinating. All right. I will relay this information to the XO and the rest, obviously. Levodian flu. Have I encountered this before?
So you haven't actually seen it, but it is widely regarded in the medical community that a hybridized version of it is what caused the Klingon augment virus.
Interesting.
Not so bad.
Is it highly contagious?
Only to Klingons. Basically, once they catch the virus, it begins changing their DNA and turns them into augments.
Human hybrids. No ridges.
No ridges. That is correct.
Right.
No riches.
Many.
That would be a dishonor to a Klingon, would it not?
It would. Many reports exist of Captain Kirk dealing with these augmented Klingons.
Again, fascinating. So, what are the chances that this one dude with the Levodian flu has already spread it?
It's possible. That would be highly logical.
The 699, though, are showing no signs of Levodian flu, or are they now this old-style augment Klingon?
They are showing no signs, and they still appear to be the original Discovery Klingons.
Wow. Geographically, is that specific Klingon separate from everyone else, or are they kind of just like lumped in the same area as everyone?
No, it seems like this one particular one is kept separate from the others, but in a very limited capacity, like possibly a jail cell.
Okay. I definitely relay that to everyone, unless everybody could already see.
It's not so bad. It's harmless to most humanoids. So
Most. Most.
I'm going to do some research on Lavodian flu and what we can do about it. I will.
A great idea for you to get a inoculation for it, to bring it just in case. Might be a good goodwill gesture.
Thank you for the suggestion, Chief.
Maybe we should inoculate ourselves as well.
I'll see if that is necessary.
All right, roll
Thank you.
reason medicine.
Roll them high, roll them low, roll them high.
That's a 1. So I got 1, and then a 6 and a 12.
Nice. All right, so the Lavodian flu doesn't pose any threat to the crew yourselves. It may have a very detrimental effect to the Klingon crew that is aboard. So
Obviously, make sure that they are not exposed to anyone that goes down to the planet and whatnot.
exactly. You smelled what I was stepping in.
Yeah.
You know that you could, using the reports that you were able to search up, you could theoretically create an inoculation for it using the roles of insight and science.
Do we have a science officer? Could I get an assist?
Yes, I was about to offer an assist on that.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
All right. So what was it you'd have me roll?
Insight and science.
Okay.
Thank you.
Exo Cordelia kit just like
Hey.
replicates a jug of water.
I have,
Jug
Dan.
Squad.
so
Dan,
I
that's
want to
So
throw
I
this
got-
out there. I have focuses in xenobiology and xenopathology.
Perfect.
And
I have
think-
cybernetics.
I think I can apply my value of precision and rationality to this as well.
Absolutely.
So,
All right. Well, I got 2 8s, 6, and a 2.
Wonderful.
that's plenty
And
enough.
so that is
Oh, yeah.
way more than enough. And after about an hour's worth of work, you are able to successfully replicate honestly, the first ever inoculation that will stop the Lavodian flu.
Would you
I'm,
look at that?
I'm going to look over and say, "Congratulations, Lieutenant. This is a first," and I will shake her hand.
Thank you.
What will you name your inoculation?
Hmm.
I would say the Hixer vaccine.
Or maybe Hixurion. Just to give it a short name.
You're going to combine the two doctors, right? Or are you going to combine the two people?
That's true.
I do not seek accolades like that. I mean, if you want to, go ahead, I guess.
Oh, come on. We can find something for the both of us. I couldn't take all the credit. I only did half the work.
Hixev.
Pixev.
You know what? I like it.
The Hixer
That's what the crew said.
elixir.
The Hixev elixir.
Engel
Elixir.
says
I
the
like
We
it.
see the
elixir.
Higstev shakes.
All right.
Oh, that's
love it.
great. I love it.
So it's just like a single hypo spray, and you're
Yep.
done.
Yep.
Wow.
Nice.
All right.
It looks
So
like
But
you've
it's
got a
saved
paper to
in the
write
database,
eventually.
so you can, replicate more.
perfect.
Awesome.
We should actually. I suggest that we manufacture enough for the colony and just leave it with them. If the ship is as old as we suspect it is, they won't have the ability to make this themselves without our assistance anyways.
Well, you assume that they want our systems in the first place.
It's always good to have an olive branch to extend.
What if we were
Oh,
to
always.
go ahead and give them the ability to use a replicator for it? Because, I mean, they do have...
They have power.
They do
The
have
ship should
power.
have replicator technology.
Their ship
Not
should
from
have,
2250s. They won't have
22.
Yeah, from
replicators.
2250s. That's. Whew.
It's like an old submarine tin can.
That's they're still using food cubes.
But if we were to take down an inoculation for it, and if the opportunity presented itself to heal the one member that we've realized has it, we could potentially, the Klingon's not going to admit fear in the first place, but if they were to have the ability to replicate it, it might be a good thing. I could definitely try to come up with something in engineering, a device.
That would definitely be helpful.
Absolutely.
In my experience, it's best to get a Klingon to make it seem like it was his idea in the first place.
True story.
Yeah,
His
they're
experience is true.
They're just as stubborn as the Romulans. So.
Now, if these are Klingons, if these truly are Klingons or descended from Klingons from the 2250s, they are an entirely different breed than we are used to dealing with.
Yeah, and they're not used to dealing with us. We have to keep that in mind.
Well, at the time, the 2250s, these particular Klingons hated Starfleet.
Well, I mean, us as now.
Oh, yeah.
You're right.
We didn't have Klingons as crew member either back then. So
No.
I believe my character was born in 2258, so it's not it's not ancient history for me.
Right.
But it
It's
is
just history.
Yeah.
It's just history, right? Oh my god.
Just back in the day.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm glad you're coming with us. You could tell them stuff that you remember about ancient history for us.
Let me tell you a story called The Vulcan Hello.
All right, Grandpa, take your meds.
Oh, gosh.
That's just the booze that Sevek keeps in sickbay. You can go to the lounge and drink synthahol or come see the doctor.
There you go.
Oh, boy.
Now, Chief Halliday, what were you going to attempt to build?
just a portable replicator.
Okay. Go ahead and we're
Mr.
going to
Coffee.
do a Mr. Coffee. Let's do a little bit of control and engineering.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be a Mr. Ractagino?
Yeah, Mr.
Yeah.
You get a Rectagino mocha latte with foam.
Could you imagine giving that to an old school Klingon?
Oh my god.
Oh, my God.
They would only order one dish.
The whipped
Right.
tart milk is particularly nice.
So my base control is 12 and my engineering is 5.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you got to get 17 or lower.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's not good. 18.
So things are not going quite as you had planned. Do you have any focuses or values that may help in this situation?
Should you not have gotten a bonus
Yes,
help from the ship?
My focus is actually invention is one of them.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice. Fuck.
you created it. You managed to create a portable replicator. You
Wow.
replicated a portable replicator,
Oh my goodness. Replicatorception.
right? You ever made a copy of a copy and it's
You should
not
see
a
what's in
sharp?
my science lab that no one can get into. So, or
You
my,
should name it the Matrix.
my personal lab, I should say.
Okay, so you have a portable replicator. You have an inoculation for the Levodian flu. Now what?
I think we need to gear up and then head on down to see what the skinny is.
I would like to go. I also would like to, I guess, roll to make sure that engineering has all of its ducks in a row.
Oh yeah, they're good.
They're done already. Okay.
Yeah,
'cause we
there's-
worked on that. I didn't know if I had to roll for that. So
Nope, it's all good.
And have we contacted them yet or no?
Nope.
no,
I
absolutely
think
not.
we
No.
No,
no.
no.
Do they have any
No.
kind of defensive positions that we've seen? Like, do they have like defense towers and
Like medieval, like is that how it's set up?
have they pulled the guns off the ship and are they turreted up or something?
He did say it wasn't stripped.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah, it's all still together. Now they have created very rudimentary, like the X's out of sharp, pointy logs, around their camps and their houses and things. But I mean, this is like some caveman stuff with a ship sitting right next to it. It's essentially what you're looking at.
Mhm.
M-class, but it's brutal.
Yeah.
Can we like launch a topographical probe or something so we can get like a full layout of the land?
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah. If that is what you would like to do, we can say that you go ahead and do that. You have, because Nora was saying that she wanted to make her own maps. So
Well, then you would have
you're-
done that.
yeah, you're all
Yeah.
prepared, ready to go. You've got your
Yeah.
maps, the lay of the land.
All
I would have
plugged into
studied the
our-
top. I would have studied the map itself for like, okay, if we got to run on this side of the outside of this side of the, okay, we need to take behind cover here. And, that's the way I'm thinking. And then I'm also doing like basically karate in my underwear and with my weapon like in my room. Like before, I'm like, all right, I'm ready. And then like I had to go dress up as a Klingon.
See,
Uh,
and what was running through my head this whole time is like the rest of the crew is actually doing stuff scientific and getting ready, and
Mhm.
Roll's like in his room doing the montage where he's like putting on armor, ties
Yeah.
the headband on, cocks the gun.
Oh yeah, he's like, oh yeah.
like
No.
spinning his phaser on his finger.
I was like, I was like, I'm not gonna need this stuff. I gotta blend in.
It's got rocky music playing. in
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, like
I'm back
accidentally
in my-
shooting holes in the walls.
I'm back in my
Using his
personal
boots.
lab picking up a few things.
Yeah, and then
All right.
before I got my mom's textile like on the wall, right, and everything, and then before I walk out, I'm going, love you, mama, and then like,
And Dorian's.
So dramatic.
Now, Cordelia, you have been extremely quiet this whole time. So what are you doing?
I have been.
Everybody is like buzzing around you.
Yeah.
So what
Yeah.
are you doing?
I'm really concerned for my safety, so I've been gearing up and taking my time to make sure that like my gloves and boots and stuff match, and just making sure that everything's fitted because I haven't had to go off the ship in this kind of gear for a while. And so just making sure everything's tucked in where it should be, buttoned up, zipped up, accommodating, checking myself out in the reflection, and keeping to myself over here.
All
I
right.
think Nora definitely wants to try to pick up on Cordelia's nervousness if possible.
Well, at least we don't have to worry about the Klingons having cloaking technology. So,
no,
Yeah,
we don't.
you
We
can
are
tell.
cloaking
Yeah.
technology.
So I think Nora wants to come up to Cordelia and say, "Hey, I see you're you're not feeling as confident. And I was wondering if you would like some help with combat tactics, because, I specialize in those a little bit, and maybe it would help.
I think that would be really helpful.
Awesome.
However, we're not really going to fight, are we?
I hope not, but I thought maybe if I taught you a little bit, maybe it would help you feel a little bit more confident just in case it happens.
We can't just like talk. You think they're going to be mean?
I hope not. I really hope not.
That
But
would not be kind.
I can
This is
tell
a
you right
private
away if
chat
they're going to
between
be
the two
mean.
of them, correct?
Yeah.
Is this a private chat between the two of them right
We're
now?
on the bridge.
We don't know. Okay.
I'm being a little quiet, and I'm just trying to see if there's anything I can do to help.
Well, I'd be happy to take any guidance or words of wisdom if you have them.
And I think at that point, Nora just starts to talk a little bit about the layout of the maps she drew and give some positions with tactical advantages and stuff to make Cordelia feel a little bit more comfortable. And then when she's done, she goes, and you know what, Cordelia? I gotta tell you, I'll know if they'll be mean from the minute we'll get down there.
Oh, thank you, sweet baby.
Of course.
Babies.
Thank you, sweet baby cues.
Thank you. Yeah. All right, Lieutenant Nora. Is there anything else that I should know? So we know where we're going, kind of. We know who's there, kind of. And are we all going together? Are you flying us down there? Who's flying?
That seems like the plan.
So I just had a thought, right? I just had a thought. What if he were to beam up selective one, like Klingons, and we'll just assume how they look, and then that way we're not a bunch of random strangers just all of a sudden appearing in their settlement.
I mean, if we're gonna do that, we could just go ahead and beam up the sick one, cure him, and then bring him back.
Ooh.
That's
Let me
true.
be
Right.
Let me be the first to point out that these Klingons predate the Klingon and Federation alliance, and thus are likely covered by the Prime Directive, and we should not
Yes,
Doctor.
we definitely
directly interfere.
Doctor, might I remind you that we are Section 31 now, and the Prime Directive no longer applies.
In
Bum bum bum.
Nora
I believe
butts
that
in
is a
and
very loose interpretation of Section 31's mandate.
Nora goes, I also want to remind you guys that we should respect people's boundaries, and if he doesn't want to be healed, we shouldn't heal him.
I agree.
We should ask.
Fair.
We should ask.
Yeah, that's why we should poke around first.
You didn't
I'm
let
just
me
saying,
finish.
Yeah, go for it.
Do I need to, before we go down there, I have some personal devices that I'd like to give out. Do I need to roll for those?
What were you trying to? What devices?
So I have a personal combat module that I want to give to each of the crew members going to the planet.
Okay.
And what were you saying, Doctor?
We're now under extraordinary circumstances, which find us 100,000 light years away from home. So I think that in and of itself voids any responsibility that we have to the Prime Directive logically.
I can't disagree with the pointy.
I never thought I would actually agree with a Vulcan.
There's that tension. There's that drama. So is it decided then that everybody, like, you're gonna take a shuttle down? You're not gonna use the transporters?
I think we should definitely.
Were we not going to try and contact them through communications first and see if we were going to have to insert ourselves covertly?
Do they have the ability to receive communications through any bandwidth?
Let's find out.
More importantly, a scan of any electronic devices that would be outside the ship is what we need to look for.
Yeah, I think we
That
already did.
is true.
I think we already did that. We didn't find anything.
Yeah, you
They
didn't
do
find
have-
anything, and it does not appear that their communications are up and running.
Okay.
What would you suggest, Doctor? Smoke signals?
All right, I'm just gonna let you all handle this. I'm gonna go over there, go get some popcorn.
I personally, if I could interject, believe that we should take the ship down. So
I
The
will
whole
like to
ship?
say that if we're in a shuttle or the whole ship, I will be able to sense a little bit of how tensions are before we get down there. But if we teleport down there, I kind of just have to know the minute we get down there.
My only concern with the shuttle is that it's something that can be found and is not exactly low environment impact.
Yes.
we're not going to worry about that with cloaking technology.
Our shuttles actually do have cloaking technology. Then
Yes.
we're set.
Ding dong.
So, do I need to roll for the personal combat device?
No.
Combat module?
Nope.
Then I am going to hand each person of the away team a combat module that offers the ability to cloak themselves and to shield themselves as a personal shield.
Toy.
That way, if the shit hits the fan, we can just leave.
Let's leave.
And we can reconvene after we've stated otherwise.
Engelwolf says, knock on the door yelling DoorDash.
So all of these devices, they don't go on your belt. They're going to go on your wrist.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
They're going to go in your spine. All right.
Yike.
So you all pile on the shuttle and Lieutenant Hickser,
Yes.
it's your time to shine.
Oh, yes.
You're going to need to do a control con check.
Control and con. We like those. Okay, let's go.
Not biased.
Not biased at all. What do you mean? Ooh, okay. A 14, an 11, a 3, and a 2.
Well, all right then. That'll work.
That'll work.
do.
That'll do it.
All right. You are taking the shuttle down. Everything on the ship is, as planned. Everybody's doing their thing. So you don't have to worry about what's going on back there, except that people might get murdered while you're gone. But, whatever.
No.
Whatever.
Gardner's in charge of that. She's got it under control.
Right. Yes.
Totally.
NPCs are always reliable.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
So after hitting a little bit of turbulence going through the Atmo, you come down and land where? How far away from the village would you like to land?
On top of a mountain overlooking it.
I would like to get a little bit of high ground as long as there is a way down. And I would like to hide us as much as possible. I would say somewhere like, I think I would want to converse with everyone and see how far away they would like me to land. First of all, I don't want to land too close for comfort for anyone.
We can land a click from the village.
Sounds
Yeah,
about
I mean,
right.
you gotta take into account Grandpa with his walker and everything, and
Oh, the Vulcan's healthy.
Maybe we don't want too far
No
away,
kidding.
but far enough away.
Yeah, I'd say about a click away.
I assure you,
Behind a
all my
hill or
Starfleet
something where,
physicals.
like a click away on some high ground. We're still a bit away, so they can't see us, but we could see.
all
them.
right. To attempt to get all of these conditions perfect, I'm going to need you to roll a daring and con.
Daring and con. Okay.
As things get a little more spicy.
Oh, that was okay. A 2, a 14, an 18, and a 13.
All right. And what is your daring and con scores?
My daring is an 8, and my con is a 3.
Okay. So you needed 11 or lower. All right. So you land the shuttle as best you can. This may not meet like all of the criteria that you wanted like perfectly, but it seems relatively hidden away. It is definitely on a bit of a hill, so it's got some high ground. And you all
Lovely.
can see visibly now. You can see down into the village, and sure enough, these are all very older versions of the typical Klingon. They don't have the hair. They've got the real sharp, deep forehead ridges. They look like more primitive versions. Let's word it that way. You can see though that there is a bit of a commotion happening right now. There amongst these 700 or so people, many of them are kind of in their older years, not necessarily twilight, but you know they're getting up there. But there is a large group of young, what you would consider teenage aged Klingons, and they don't seem to be as enthused as the others about what's going on right now. And you can see that they are bringing out of a jail cell, basically, the one Klingon that had Levodian flu. And you can see that she's got a completely smooth forehead, long red hair,
Ooh.
and they're kind of like bringing her out to what you can only assume is the leader. He's wearing like the metal sash with metals all over it and everything, very combat experienced.
So, what is Nora feeling from the crowd right now, and also from that one individual Klingon?
All right. So from the woman, you are sensing great like terror and fear.
They're gonna kill her.
From the leader, you're sensing a sense of hubris and extreme pride. The rest are all like in a very jovial, happy mood, and you feel a contempt coming from the younger ones.
Guys, I'm worried for her safety. I'm not sure what they're gonna do to her, but I don't think it's gonna be good. Do you guys say we intervene?
You want somebody walking into your home and telling you you can't do this or that?
With all due respect, Chief, that's pretty much Starfleet's mandate.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we are far away.
We are far away.
What's the worst that could happen? We save her, and then we leave them. They're not going anywhere.
With what we know from this disease, these guys that are carrying her up to the podium are exposed right
Yeah,
now.
that's what I was just thinking. Yeah,
Yeah.
but the
They
thing
could
is,
get a little sick.
how long have they been exposed to her? Like, I mean,
Well, there's a lot of unknowns.
yeah.
Yeah.
so-
Like, did we know if she had the same guards day after day? Were the guards exposed? We really have no clue.
I think we need to gain access to her.
I agree.
So
Can we
stop.
create a diversion? Like snatch and grab.
I think us existing here might be a diversion.
I have a focus and information.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like I didn't know if we were all dressing up like Klingons.
No.
That is a good question. Did you all do that? I will allow you to retcon this decision.
I don't.
That was my original goal. Like, yeah, I'm cosplaying as a Klingon.
Right.
Here's the thing: if we're
Did you actually go
cosplaying
through
a
that?
Klingon, can we still behave like them?
It's probably good for you because blue would stick out quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm not
Yeah,
sure
but
if
like-
Klingons from their time have seen an
And
enduring
you're one to
yet.
talk, pink skin.
I do not
Nora.
believe that deception is the way to go with these people.
I don't think it is.
I'm just putting it out there that I dress the way that I dress to look like me. So I will go out there if y'all want to look like a Klingon, but I'm not. I'm acting officer, captain.
And I can
Cordelia.
say that I may be able to look like a Klingon, but I'm not able to act like one. Yeah, that will not work.
I see no reason to do this, so yeah. I'm wearing a fancy Starfleet away coat.
He's like, I just got this.
Listen, we only get to put on our nice uniforms every once in a while. I'd say this is a good opportunity, okay? I want to look good.
I'm just excited I still fit in mine, okay?
Me too.
Sexy Section 31 black.
I was gonna say I think I look just fine in 31 black.
Yeah.
So
All right.
Well, I think the best way to approach this would be to just simply walk up. We're all armed. We all have a phaser, right?
we also have personal shields and cloaking devices.
True.
Cloaks. We can cloak.
Yeah, I think we just cloak up and run through and snatch and grab.
Do we have a cloak for her?
Ooh, do we
No.
have an extra cloak?
No, it's gonna look funny. Behold!
So maybe one of us walks up to distract while the rest snatch and grab? And we take the cloak off one person and put it on her?
We don't exactly have to show each other to distract. I mean, we are talking about covert here.
Can I just say, I really wish that all of these episodes were actually real Star Trek episodes, because they would be hilarious.
They would. They would be just let's go in a Star Trek episode would crack me up.
I'd be like, hey, you Klingons want to be something wild and just like, and like I'm like some blue dude.
Like Klingons start throwing up. Like,
Grown Klingon men.
yeah,
We can call it
start
Section
vomiting.
31 behind the curtain.
Yeah,
right. Oh,
And then
geez.
just
after dark.
tiptoeing behind them, stealing one of their own.
just floating through the air. Oh.
On a serious note, I volunteer to distract. I do have a focus in infiltration. So
Do we know if we have the ability to communicate with her? Like if we like kind of just went up there cloaked and said, "Hey,
Yeah,
what's going on?"
yeah, I think
What
that
are
would
they
make
doing?
her go crazy.
I mean, she's about to get murked.
yeah. So
And then she's hearing
Yeah.
voices.
Yeah, that might not help her case.
So I'm just gonna mingle in the crowd because I look like one of them.
Wait. You're an empath, aren't you?
I
You
am.
know,
Not
Can
a
you
telepath.
do you have the ability to put thoughts into?
Can I project thoughts into people's heads?
I don't know.
Are you just an empath, or are you
I'm
a full
straight
telepath?
up empath.
all
That's
right,
the
you
thing.
need the telepath.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the
I
thing.
can-
I can keep an eye on how she's feeling and how everyone's around her is feeling, but I can't like project emotions. Unfortunately.
Oh, you're a betazoid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Roll. If you're gonna do that, I'm gonna need a daring and a command.
Daring and command. Okay, give me 1 second to check out what those stats are. So my daring is going to be a 10, and my command is going to be a 4.
Okay. So 14 or lower.
Oh my god, here we go, boys. Here we go.
I almost really want this to work.
Roll 2 d20, right?
Yep.
No, not 2 f20s, 2 d20s.
Do you have any values or focuses that might assist you in this charade?
Let's take a look here. Composure.
All right. Okay. I'll buy that. I'll buy that. So
You can do it with class.
yeah, you've got your chest puffed out, trying to mimic how they are and everything going
Oh,
through
yeah.
the crowd.
Yeah.
And you're pulling it off pretty well, actually. Do you?
I'm just
I don't
gonna
think-
I'm gonna work my way like up toward the girl though, but like if as they're making their move, I'm just there to in case it goes sideways with whatever they're trying to do, then I'm going to be there to clean things up.
You don't
Okay.
want to inconspicuously get close to.
Oh yeah, I can get close up to her, and then like if that's what we want to do, I imagine
Maybe you can.
Well, when you get closer, and everybody gets closer,
Okay.
you all can hear the leader Klingon, the chieftain, if you will, giving a rousing speech to its followers, and it is in Klingon, but because all of you, I'm assuming, you've dealt with this before, you speak Klingon to some
Universal
extent.
translators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Subdermally now.
So-
works.
So some of the words don't get translated because they're like an old usage. But you're able to string enough of it together that you hear this leader saying, "Today you bring great honor to your houses. Bring this freak to justice. We will kill it to save us all."
I'm gonna go, yeah.
Yeah, you're not alone. They're like, "Ah! Yeah!" And you see he pulls out his datong, his
Oh.
dagger,
Oh,
and they're bringing her up to the stage to be killed.
oh yeah. No, I'm gonna get front row seats and think of how I'm gonna.
Okay.
In the splash zone.
I'm getting in the splash zone because I
When
gotta
you
figure out how
get-
I'm gonna. Yeah.
When you get up towards the front of the crowd, one of the very more venerable Klingon kind of like looks at you with a half closed eye, half open, like weaving around. Ah, Kopla!
Kapla, then I
Smacks
fucking
you
headbutt.
and hands you a giant, like Klingon ale.
Ooh. Oh man.
Oh.
Oh man. This is getting. All right, dude. All right. I trained for this. I trained for this.
We're drinking with you in spirit, buddy.
Yeah. Oh
Sláinte.
god. Oh.
And are we cloaked nearby? Like, we should have
Yeah.
done cosplaying. Damn it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm the one cosplaying, and I guess so. Yeah. Oh boy. So trying to keep up the charade. I'm gonna take a chug, and then I'm gonna like, and then I might even pretend to drink it actually, and then like hand it back. Kapla. I don't know. Like maybe
Yeah,
like, slam it on his head, like we get wild and crazy when we're Klingons.
yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna try and headbutt him?
Oh yeah. No, actually, I like. I'll finish off the carif and then I'll slam it on his head. And
Oh,
then say
slam- yeah,
kapla, and say
okay.
kapla, yeah.
All right. Yeah, you smack him. Roll daring and security for a melee attack.
Oh, wow.
Okay, daring is 10, and then security is going to be 5, so 15.
Oh yeah, you should be able to get this no problem.
Here we go. So
Meanwhile, while this is happening, all the rest of you are cloaked up, kind of doing your thing, and Roll just kind of wandered off, and you see him out in the crowd
yeah,
getting wild, like he's getting turned.
Crunk.
As far as you all can see, he actually drank that and just bashed this Klingon right in the forehead with this giant tankard. Just boom!
Can I tell if he's nervous about lying?
Roll seems like
no, I do. This is Thursday.
something, yeah, like something
No,
about him has
Has
it has switched in his brain.
He's like, I'm home.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're getting like a sense of pride and fun, and he's
Yeah.
like in the prime of his life right now.
This is Stardate 5
like-
o'clock somewhere.
Exactly. Yeah.
Is Rumspringa?
I whisper to Cordelia. So I think he's getting a little too excited about this.
Well, I'm a little bit jealous because I would like to
Me
be having
too.
this level of fun too.
But it's celebrating something very, very not good.
That is true. But I mean,
I'm gonna be like,
Validate, Captain.
roll the party crashers, come in.
I don't like the idea of just taking her from them without saying anything.
Yeah,
That's why I'm
Because-
waiting on instructions. Well, I mean, like, well, it's either that or they kill her, right?
yeah.
Yep.
I
Is that
think
the
we
position?
should say that we have a cure in some way.
Does it seem like they're going to kill her right now, or does it
Oh,
seem
yeah.
like they're carrying
Oh, yes.
on with?
This is a public execution if I've ever seen one, right?
Yep. They.
Okay.
I
Like,
believe
you
didn't he say
actually
sacrifice?
have. I don't have a stopwatch with me, but you all have about 60 seconds to come up with an idea before she gets killed.
All
Okay.
right.
Okay,
Oh.
I want to. I definitely have something.
Say it.
So I have a little device, and I want to basically make my way up to her and attach the device to her, and it will cause her to cloak. She'll disappear, and they'll freak the hell out.
I'm in.
And then we just grab her hands and yeet her out of there.
Yeah, we can. She can scream all she wants. Like, it doesn't matter. Maybe they'll hear her, or they'll think she's. I don't know. The Klingons believe in
Ooh.
gods, don't they? So
Ascension.
Ooh, I got an idea. Or is that?
Hopefully they start questioning their beliefs. That'd be interesting.
Is there another idea on the table? Because that one is getting my vote because it's the
Yeah.
only one.
I was just going to give them a speech.
15.
I can do it since I'm already up there, I guess. Yeah.
10.
So she disappears, you give speech?
Well,
5.
I mean,
hey, I need to roll for this because you got 4
Yeah,
seconds. She's about to die.
that means what? I'm going to decloak and just start proselytizing right now.
If that's what you're going for. They get
I
her
would
up onto
suggest-
the stage.
I would suggest making sure that your shield is active, your personal shield when you decloak.
Yep.
The chieftain rears back with his dagger.
Do it. Get her out of there.
All right. So I use his device on her.
Okay.
Decloak
So
on the
she-
hillside as he's bringing the dagger down.
Nice.
And shout
All
out,
right.
"Hear me, Klingons!"
You do that. He stops with the dagger, and like the whole crowd kind of turns to look at you. The girl stealths out or cloaks out. Roll, you have her in your clutches. Nora and Cordelia, what are you doing?
Ooh, I think I'm sneaking to go help her, all still cloaked.
Okay.
I'm going
Cordelia?
back. I'm going to follow them because I'm like, this is okay. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're getting it done. We're doing a thing.
Oh, we're going.
They
We're
don't know
going.
about. They don't know about me yet, and I do have a focus of infiltration. So I would like to go locate the dude in the cell.
This
that
is
was her.
this
This
is
is
There.
that's the
the
girl.
person in the cell.
Oh, the girl is in the cell.
Was
Too much
All right, so
info.
you have successfully unkidnapped the girl by kidnapping her.
Re-kidnapped? Maybe?
The crowd has now begun moving towards the hill that Dr. Sevik is on. The younger Klingons are doing nothing. They really don't give a crap. Nora, you're actually getting kind of a sense of relief from them.
Oh. I want to talk to them.
So now they are the crowd is moving towards Dr. Sevik.
Okay.
does that mean that our ship is in jeopardy if they're going over in that direction?
No,
No,
You're
I
on a different
moved
hill,
away
correct?
from you. Yeah.
the shuttle's cloaked.
The shuttle
Okay.
is cloaked. They don't even know it's there anyway. I think I definitely relay to roll the minute I get even
I think
remotely
we should worry
close to
about the
him.
dock.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Basically, I'm gonna be like leading her. I'm like, He goes, I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to rescue you. You know, kind of thing. Oh wait, damn it.
You're a little short for Starfleet.
Yeah, a little short for Star. Too tall for Starfleet, actually. So,
Just call yourself Wesley Crusher.
right. Yeah, they call me the Crush.
Oh no.
And I think Nora, as soon as she gets close enough for him to hear, she whispers to Roll, "We have to get her out of here. These people are very confused."
Yeah.
But the millennials back there, they are very relieved.
The Klingonials.
The Klingonials. Stop.
All right, I'll meet you guys back at the ship.
I'll take her.
Save the doctor's ass.
Yeah. And I think I take her hand. And I'm
Okay.
like, "Hi, we're here to help you." in Klingon, as we start getting our way back towards the ship.
All right, fair enough. You are heading back towards the ship. Let's see. Cordelia, are you going with Nora or are you going with Roll?
I am going to go with Nora.
All right. And Chief Halliday, are you heading back with Cordelia and Nora?
No, I want to go check out their ship to see what they've actually got going on.
Okay. All right, that is fair enough. Roll, what exactly are you doing?
I'm just serving as backup for the doc.
Okay.
Good idea.
All right, you get up to the hill before the crowd gets there. You catch up with Dr. Sevik, because I assume Sevik isn't just standing there waiting for them to
No,
get
I
to
was sort of going to speak.
him. All right, let's hear it as they're coming, working their way through the underbrush and whatnot. You can
Do you want
try
the
and-
Do you want the translated Galactic Basic version or the Klingon?
either or, sir.
I'm not going to attempt the Klingon.
Anybody
But-
got a translator?
But what they
Yeah,
well, it's not Devo Jivad Biquitavis Pubquiluga
Nice.
Batle Mahaku Ikmo Ga Jivumta I Vivumta Quatlo, which translates to, "Hear me, Klingons. Do not let your fear and ignorance take this woman's life. There is no honor in it. I am a doctor. She is only sick. I can cure her and render you immune to this sickness."
And I'm gonna be the guy that kind of looks around and be like, yeah, cure it, yeah.
hey, they think you're one of them right now. Might as well
Right.
instigate.
So,
At least
We're
one
like,
guy's really
he's
convinced.
How have we been so blind?
so they, kind of listen to what you say, listen to Roll a little bit, and kind of grumble to each other. And the chieftain says, "There is no honor in your medicine. You will die as she does, Smooth Skins."
There's no honor in killing an innocent girl either.
Right? Sheesh.
Just to point out, they don't. I don't think they see it that way.
Your logic is flawed,
Yeah, their logic is very flawed.
Klingon.
Yeah.
Can I feel their reaction from where I am? AKA, do I need to speed up?
Yeah. I mean, you're making the appropriate adjustments,
Okay,
and
good.
you reach Roll and Sevik before the crowd does. Like I said, they're struggling a little bit with the underbrush.
Like,
Oh.
seriously, I'm like, you guys should go back to the shuttle, and I'm going to tap my badge and say, "One to beam up, get me the fuck out of here, please."
You could just cloak it here.
They transport you out of there. Now, Chief Halliday, you get aboard the ship. It's completely empty in here. Everybody's out on a, witch hunt. So the first thing that you notice is the nameplate of the ship, which reads the IKS Somrach.
Okay.
A proud ship.
It is unable to take flight, but it does still generate power. You do find a crate of dilithium crystals, and yeah, that's really about it. It seems like they've, not that there really are any comforts on a Klingon ship, but they have taken what comforts there are out, but they've left the rest of the ship intact.
It's a
So it's
standing crew.
basically a shell. So.
Yep.
Okay. Well, nothing really here to see. There's no sense in sabotaging the ship.
Yeah, even if they wanted to repair it to fly, it would take them a long time.
I'd be like, fire 4 photon torpedoes on this settlement.
What?
You're
Let me
not
do a-
playing your
Oh.
Cardassian anymore.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
going to
that's
say, you're not playing the Cardi anymore, man.
What if I were to do a scan of the ship to see what it would take to get it in flight again?
About 200 years worth of hard labor.
Oof.
Really? Okay, well, never mind.
The space frame is just shot, huh?
Right. Yeah, this thing is,
The way I
it's
shot.
not going anywhere.
They
So
broke her
the rest
back,
of the
setting her
crew arrives at the shuttle.
Yeah.
You're all jumping
Lovely.
on board.
So I'm going to go ahead and just,
Book
Might
it
as well.
out.
yeah, might as well beam me back to the shuttle or the ship.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna like, you know what, guys? I'm going to stay here. I'm one of now.
I'm with my people.
I have found my kind.
So, Chief Halliday, you get transported out of there. The rest of you get on the ship. This poor Klingon is now in like a full state of panic, to the point where she passes out.
Good.
Ooh,
Makes it easier.
I try my hardest to catch her. I'm like, oh.
And Cordelia puts her hands up. Is she gonna be okay? Is this part of
Oh, no.
like,
Not again.
is this a side effect?
She's just very scared. She's
Well,
very
you
scared.
two
Let's get her
didn't
back to the ship.
suggest to shoot her out the Jeffries tube, so.
Right. Is Cordelia a germaphobe? Is that what's going on here?
I just have a particular set of skills.
Washing your hands excessively is one of them.
I'm just trying to be accommodating of things.
I didn't mean Jeffrey tube. Those are the crawlways. I meant the torpedo tube. Anyway.
Are you talking about airlock chamber? Airlock tube?
Torpedo tube.
Torpedo tube.
You want to
I'm
shoot
not
an airlock
saying-
again? Is that what you're saying?
She really wants to space somebody really bad, I can tell.
Does.
Well, I mean, if it's up to me, I think we should probably get going back to the ship as soon as possible.
I'm like, yeah, you guys should get out of here. They're really pissed.
Are you beaming back, Roll?
So I'm already back on the ship, right? They're in the shuttle.
Yeah.
Roll, are you beaming back or are you coming back here?
Like I said, I think I'm gonna I'm gonna hang out here, see what happens, see what's good.
Man. Can I tell if people are looking at him funny and stuff? Like, can I tell if people are angry at him for being the only one who looked accepting?
They're very hyper focused on the fact that you all just took their sacrifice.
Monitoring this from
As long as they're not
orbit
focused on him.
in the ship, Sevek's going to say, Lieutenant Commander, will you make contact with one of the younger folk and give them the cure for the plague?
Absolutely.
Was that to
That was to
Nora?
roll, because
roll?
roll staying.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll. Do
What's
you
that?
agree?
Wait, what's that?
Are you
Yeah.
willing to give them the Hixer elixir
Absolutely.
to the younger folk?
Absolutely.
Right. Well, I will.
Thank you.
And then I'll be like, I am totally not an alien. Here you go.
I
beam
live
it
here.
down to him.
Just
then.
kidding, I'm blue.
Blue, dude, and that's probably blasting in my head. Like, actually, that's probably blasting my room on my downtime.
Oh god.
Right. So
man.
you
90s humor.
everybody else is leaving on the shuttle, leaving Roll behind, I guess. Roll gives the inoculation to the younger generation. What do you tell them?
Here, kid, do drugs.
It stares at it in complete bewilderment.
Oh no, I'm gonna like. This is gonna keep you from getting sick. Hey, and there's no honor dying from a disease, huh? Huh?
All right.
I feel like we
So,
should have just like
he
blanketed
listens
the
and
whole village.
hyper sprays himself.
Yeah, and feel free to share the same needle. Absolutely.
Oh God.
Safety first.
So the younger generation gets inoculated, and Roll, are you going to transport out or?
I'll be like, and then that's when I'd like reveal myself to be an actual alien, and then be like, my work here is done, and then I beam away into my mothership.
Oh no.
All right, duly noted. Everyone is now back on the ship.
All right. I think first things first. Nora takes her straight to sickbay.
Okay. So Dr. Sevik, as you are, Arontar brings up what prime directive? Lol.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying
we don't
this
know.
whole
Hey,
time.
what
Yeah,
time directive?
we
We,
have transcended the need for
yeah.
the prime directive.
Yeah, they had a conversation about it a little bit ago, so it was very valid. All right, so Dr. Sevik, you are in sick bay. Nora brings this unconscious, smooth-skinned Klingon into your sick bay.
All right. Well, put her on the bio bed, please.
Thank you, Sevik.
Yeet.
And then put her right back onto the bed.
I will. Yeet. Jesus.
And Cordelia is nearby, and she like calls to Lieutenant Nora.
Is there any other concerns with her and our Klingon crew members?
Like we said earlier, that we made sure that anyone that has come in contact with this person or flew when we go down, the Klingon crew members will be far away from all of this.
Gotcha. I don't know how it transmits, so that's
Yeah.
not my that's not my department.
Now, Cordelia, what were you saying?
She's going to contact Lieutenant Hixer and just give her a heads up. Is she in sick bay still?
Yes.
Mhm.
Medbay? Yeah. If Medbay isn't able to take care of it, let me know. I know someone in engineering.
Engineering.
We can make it happen.
All right. All right.
I know people.
Take this thing on the ship and put it off of the ship. All right.
Thanks.
So, Dr. Sevik, you inoculate this Klingon, I'm assuming?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want to wait for her to wake up and make sure she's okay with it first.
Oh. Well, I mean,
I would
she,
like to
she
speak
passed
to
out
her.
from stress, right?
Yeah, if
I
she's-
believe so. She was very, very scared.
then if that's the case, correct me if I'm wrong, but consent is implied.
I don't know. They don't strike me
I
as like
don't-
a group of people who have like a directive on file. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
an
and-
advanced directive or
I mean, like,
a-
well, you know,
one file. at
Living
this
will.
point.
You know, when a
Living
paramedic
will
shows
or
up and you're
anything.
unconscious, and they're like, I assume they want my help.
First of all, I'll run a complete scan on her.
Oh, thank
Yes.
goodness.
Make sure that she's not, carrying other diseases or.
She's got ringworm.
Or cure them.
No, so you
Well, yeah, if she is, we'll cure them, and then.
you do a scan and find that the only sickness that she has is the Levodian flu, but it doesn't even seem to be like a sickness for her at this point.
It's just the way it is.
It's just the way it is. She's already
Carrier.
gone through the DNA change.
Does that mean she's still?
She's not contagious. No,
Yeah, that's what.
She-
Okay.
she's just a carrier.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. So
I say,
there is no danger in waking her up,
all right, as long as there is none, I would say.
unless I mean,
Is-
let me throw a footnote on there. She's a Klingon. There will be danger if we wake her up because she is a Klingon.
I say we put up a shield by the door, make sure she doesn't, get up and run out.
Well, I
Well,
mean,
We could bring my NPC in and just be like, I'd feel better about Klingon girl fighting.
Oh boy.
I could probably
Roll apparently is a Klingon specialist, so
I could probably just, secure her to the bed in case she starts to struggle for her own safety.
Yeah, I wouldn't say like completely restrain her, but a little bit like a belt or something.
Her hands will be.
And maybe a muzzle.
Validated Sevic.
This is a family-friendly
No.
ship.
Bad.
Get out of my
Validated
sick
Sevic.
bay.
get out of my sick bay. I like it.
Validated Sevic.
Yeah,
How-
Sevik, do you think this will affect us? Should we inoculate ourselves first?
I don't believe so. Unless you have any kind of Klingon DNA,
I don't.
we should all be fine. That is correct, right? Like in my research, I didn't
Mhm.
come. Yeah,
That
and
is
Alright.
we'll be all right. We need to make sure that we do not come into none of us that were planet side and have come in contact with this young lady. We must make sure that we do not interact with our Klingon crewmates.
All right.
So whoever works the duty roster needs to make sure that happens. We'll figure out how long that quarantine needs to be in place.
I have a question.
Mhm.
How is it spread?
I believe the original contagion is airborne.
It's like the
Correct.
flu.
Yeah, it's like the flu.
It
Spread
lasts
through
about
particles.
98 days and has symptoms similar to Earth's flu.
That sucks.
That does suck.
Love Cordelia.
Yeah, and did I see anyone else sick or having flu-like symptoms when I was mingling?
No.
Running
Like
with
that
it.
dude I took that drink from, he went sneezing or hacking. I'm like, yeah, I don't want this,
to
Can we
your
stand roll
knowledge,
for Mono,
no.
please? We
Yeah.
should stand him for things.
Roll shows up on the bridge tomorrow with a cold sore. Like,
Oh,
And he died.
Yeah, but it's from blood wine.
right.
Oh man, you guys ever seen a Klingon blood sore? Oh no, oh no,
Oh no.
oh no, it's red. This is like the
Oh,
worst color
no.
ever. This is the worst color ever. It's worse than pink.
I don't mind it personally, but
Now,
Right, I think we should try to
Chief
be
Halliday,
careful.
you were trying to contact Dr. Sevik.
Yes, I wanted to know
Oh.
if he would like a proximity force field.
I
for-
That's
don't
the
believe that's necessary in this case. But thank you.
I
as
will
long
have
as she's
some
been
security off.
inoculated, it's completely unnecessary, I suppose. And you could just,
Well, I'm going to be in the room with the doctor just in case it does get wild. But I'm not going to say anything. That's not my concern here. And I've got some dudes stationed outside the door.
All right, fair enough.
Well,
Okay.
she's,
but granted, we've got a cure for it, so if I would hope that all of the Klingon
yeah, we can pre-inoculate them.
pre-inoculate the ones that are
That's
on the
true.
crew,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
then the stuff isn't so bad. I had a run-in with it when I grew up on Romulus, so. When I was living on Romulus.
All right, so I revive her.
All right, so you take every possible security measure you can before waking up a sleeping Klingon. I believe there's a proverb about that.
There should be if there isn't.
Well, there is. It's called "Let Sleeping Dogs Lie."
Yeah.
So the hypospray goes off and her eyes begin to crack open. And that's where we are going to end this episode.
No.
No. Okay. If we must.
Ah.
If we must.
I got to find a way to make y'all keep coming back.
That's a great garage band name.
Waking a
Great
Klingon.
garage band name.
I mean, it might as well be like our 10 forward band name, like the senior, like oh cool, dude, the senior staff have a rock band. Awesome, they're cool. They're so with it.
Right. It's like a
Listen.
27-piece jazz band.
Yeah,
And then
Oh.
I have
They
a
only
ska
sing
band
in
called Hicks or
Klingon.
Elixir.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we
It's-
should have called the band, is Hicks or Elixir, right?
Ooh.
They only sing in Klingon.
Oh man, like death metal.
My favorite song is the one we wrote purely about Gach.
How it slithers and slimes. But thank you all very much for playing today. You all are a fantastic crew. I loved everything that you all did. This was out of control. So much fun. And thank
Sorry,
you
This is a good
to
I
one.
totally had this vision roll over there with the guitar up on his antennae.
that would be amazing.
I can get behind that.
Advanced
Right.
finger tapping.
Screaming in Klingon.
Fan anybody who is listening, watching, we love fan art. So, make it happen.
Ooh,
Make it so.
please.
But thank you to the listeners and the viewers and everybody who came to check this out and is going to check this out. You all are the primary reason that we're putting all this craziness together. It's all
Our
for
prime
you.
directive.
It's our prime directive. We follow it, not like the characters, like we ourselves. But thank you all very much, and we'll see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.